What can we expect from the mining sector in 2019? Joining me now is Nolan Watson. He's the CEO of Sandstorm Gold, a royalty financing company based here in Canada. Welcome to the show, Nolan.
Thank you.
Haven't spoken to you in a long time.
It has been a while. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so need to catch up here and get your thoughts, your sentiments on where you feel we are at in the mining space now.
Yeah, I guess it depends on whether you're talking about base metals or precious metals. I spend most of my time dealing in the precious metal world.
Let's do precious.
And I would say I'm more excited now than I have been in a very long period of time. I'm not your typical CEO in the gold mining space. Most CEOs feel like they get paid to go out there and say, I believe gold's going higher, even if they don't believe gold's going higher. Whereas I've had a history of saying whether I think it's going up and down. And so for the last 3 years, I've been telling my investors I think gold's probably going down before it goes back up. And I would say for the first time in a long time, I feel all of the signs, everything is lining up to back gold. And you're starting to see institutional investors ask questions about the industry and the space when they haven't invested in it in the past. We're not seeing the flow of funds yet, so share prices are still really low. Companies' share prices are down and out. I think it's a good time to invest in the gold space. Sandstorm, we're investing a lot in the gold space right now. We're pretty excited about the next kind of three years.
So aggressively hunting for new acquisitions?
Yeah, we just bought another royalty last week and $33 million acquisition of a 1% NSR on Fruta del Norte, and we're going to keep doing things like that.
And without speaking about this topic ad nauseum, but I want to get your thoughts on the mega mergers we've been seeing in the industry. Does it give us a sense of, I know you're bullish on the price right now, but do industry insiders know something we don't? Here with these mega mergers, are we going to see more mergers in the space here, more consolidation?
I think we are going to see more consolidation in the space. I don't think it's because the executives know anything that the rest of us don't, but effectively what's going on is the whole financial markets around the world are changing, and it's not just in metals and mining. Capital is being moved from active institutional investor money and retail investor money into passive form. So it's going into ETFs that invest solely based on criteria of size and liquidity. If you are a gold company and you are above X size, you can then be in the ETF. And the bigger you are, the more weighting you get in these ETFs. And so scale matters. If you're under $1 billion market cap right now in Canada, you don't qualify for any ETF that matters except maybe the GDXJ. And so you're not getting access to the capital that's out there, and mergers have to happen in order for companies to have reasonable share prices.
One of the feedbacks I often hear is, New York hates mining. New York is adverse to gold. Do you agree with that? And what would it take to get a positive image out there of the mining industry?
I don't think that's true. I think what you're seeing is New York is a huge city with massive funds. There's no shortage of money, and they are bullish. If you talk to the institutional investors, they're bullish on individual metals. Some of them are massively bullish copper or massively bullish gold, but they can't. We don't have an investable space because there's not enough critical mass. I mean, these funds need to invest sometimes $100 or $200 million at a time per company. And you just can't do that unless you're investing in the new Newmont Gold Corp or Barrick.
So it's just too small of a space.
We're just too small
for that city.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the latest from you now on Sandstorm. Record gold sales in 2018. You mentioned just acquiring another company last week. Tell us what else we can expect in 2019.
Yeah, so 2019, because we do believe that the gold price is going to be going up, and we believe that our portfolio has a significant amount of growth already built into it, our focus right now is buying back our own shares. So we will continue to acquire new assets like the royalty we bought last week. We're working on a couple deals right now. All of those deals are going to be done on our revolving line of credit. We're not going to be issuing any shares, and we've actually committed to our shareholders by the end of 2019, we're going to have bought back 10% of our company, which is going to be about $100 million Canadian allocated just to buying back our own shares. We're already 2.5% into it, so we've bought back 2.5% of our company. We have about 7.5% to go by the end of the year.
Do you think the royalty companies overall are just in better shape compared to the rest of the sector?
I think we are. We've been fortunate enough that in a down market, which is what we've experienced for the last 4 years, we still have very healthy cash flows. And so we've been using those healthy cash flows to continue to acquire assets at the bottom. And now, Sandstorm, for example, we've got 188 streams and royalties. A number of them are producing around the world. We're well diversified. We have all of this cash, but our share price is low, just like everybody else's. So we're buying back shares.
So let me just ask you this question. How do you view the other royalty companies? Are they competitors for you, or do you see them as peers or some mentors?
All three. I think that there's been a lot of talk about how the business model is better than a typical mining company. I wouldn't say it's that much better than a typical mining company. I think you do have really fantastic management at those other royalty companies. Not trying to speak of myself, but Tony Jensen and Paul Brink and Sean Rusin. I mean, these are really smart guys that have been around for a very long period of time. Randy Smallwood, I have a lot of respect for these people, and a number of them have been in various capacities mentors of mine, and I'm proud to consider them peers.
Well, Nolan, best of luck, continued success, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
And thanks for watching. We'll have much more for you on Kitco.com.